this is your weekly reading for the 13th to the 19th of January 2025. So I've already shuffled some decks of cards to really help us look at and understand what's going on around us, what energies we can work with, and what is available for us this week so that we can start to move forwards in a more positive light. Okay, so I have used 4 different decks to give us some real insight into what's going on around us, the energies, and what's available to us. So it is the full moon in Cancer today, so emotions may be running really high. Cancer asks us to look at what we're holding on to emotionally to help us to release and move forwards. So let's have a look at the spread and see what we need to know and do this week. So first of all, one of the things I was feeling is frustration, right? Holding on to things that aren't serving you, feeling frustrated, feeling that things aren't changing, and things aren't moving forwards. And the rest of the spread is a very clear message that it's about our perspective, right? If we allow these things to frustrate us, then we're going to keep being caught in the energy of frustration. And frustration is actually a negative energy, it's a negative emotion that holds us back. So if we don't make changes, then we're going to keep being in that energy of frustration. So the moon is asking us to really assess what is going on in our lives at the moment, what's working, what isn't working, right? Today we have the opportunity for a really powerful full moon ritual to release. And if you'd like to know more about full moon rituals, do go and check out my blog. I have an amazing blog for today's full moon. So it's definitely a time to really start assessing, right? What do you want to do, have been, achieve in 2025? Because all of this is available to you if you let go of the things that aren't working for you. So as well as frustration, I've got a little bit of anger, maybe a bit of resentment, but also like this feels like a battleground, right? So there's something that you're fighting that is burning your energy. Now this could be self, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone else. You could be, fighting yourself because your soul knows you want to do something else and you're in your reality, let's say, and you're fighting that, right? So this could just be head heart battles, right? Rather than arguments and frustrations with someone else, this could be your own frustration, your own inner battle that is going on inside of you that is stopping you from moving forward. 2025 is all about being soul led, and if you're trying to lead from your masculine energy, from doing things rather than feeling things, from taking action rather than being in flow, then you're going to trip yourself up this year for sure. So really start paying attention to what your soul is asking you to do. What is it trying to get through to you? This is also a time to release guilt, right? We all hold on to guilt in various different forms, right? So this has come from the Akashic Guides. It's time to let go of guilt. Whatever guilt you are feeling, it could be, feeling guilty for charging for your services. It could be feeling guilty for letting someone down. We hold on to so much different guilt for wanting money, guilt for wanting success. All right, it's time to let go of that guilt because that's holding you back. It's stopping you in your tracks. It's keeping you in the same patterns. So this is a time to let go of guilt and forgive yourself, right? Forgiveness is absolutely key right now. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, forgiveness of whatever it is that you're holding on to, especially guilt. Okay, really, really important. So maybe under tonight's full moon, you could do a forgiveness ritual for feeling that guilt, for carrying that guilt with you, and whatever it is that you have felt guilty for. Okay, we want to find more balance in our lives. Maybe you're feeling completely exhausted at the moment, and there is a lot of energy going on at the moment. So finding balance is going to be really, really important. We have to have balance between that masculine and that feminine energy, right? That's really, really important. But we need to lead from our feminine energy rather than our masculine energy. So finding balance is going to help with this, feeling a little bit exhausted. But also, this is asking you to pay attention to your dreams, right? Your dreams, sorry, wrong card. Your dreams are really, really important right now. You are receiving messages. Our dreams are important, right? Spirit can connect to us during our sleep time because our conscious mind is out of the way. So this card came forward as well, and it says choose your adventure, right? Lucid dreaming, so dreaming your reality into existence, conscious discoveries and manifestation, right? So you can manifest the dream that you want. So what is your adventure? Are you crystal clear on what it is that you want to create in 2025 and moving forwards as well? Having that crystal clear clarity will help you to bring that into action. And then lucid dreaming and paying attention to your dreams is going to be really, really powerful. So I would definitely suggest keeping a dream journal so that you can write down everything that comes through in your dreams. Sometimes messages don't make sense right at the instant that we have them, but if we write them down, then we can start to see patterns emerging and we can start to see those clear messages coming through. So this is definitely a time of surrender. We've got reflections of time. So this is about surrender, cycles of change, unearthing, and lessons. Now we incarnate with lessons that we need to learn, and we choose our lessons, right? We don't necessarily know what they are, but our soul has chosen the lessons that we want to learn. So in this full moon, it's a good idea to really connect into those lessons. What are you learning through the things that are going on around you at the moment? What are your life lessons? And being open to change is really, really important, right? Insanity tells us that, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something to change, right? We need to make the changes in order to help us to move forwards, in order to help us to find abundance, freedom, happiness, joy, ease, and all of those things, right? So this is an opportunity for you to start making massive changes in your life. It's time to dive in. It's time to go on that adventure. It's time for spontaneity. And it's time for intuitive jumps, right? To follow that intuition that we were talking about at the beginning, allowing your intuition to lead you in the right direction to all the things that you want in your life. So the moon is asking you to take time for some self-reflection at this time. I'm really diving into yourself, right? And really looking at what you need to do or what actions you can take or how you can feel more positive, more powerful, how you can experience more pleasure in your life. So the moon has brought you pleasure as well. So again, under a full moon, really connecting with that pleasure. What brings you pleasure? Do you actually know what brings you pleasure? I know through, some of my clients, they don't actually know what makes them happy, what brings them joy. So this would be something really powerful to journal on this week. What brings me joy? When am I at my most happiest? Because then when you understand that, you can bring more of that into your day-to-day life. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, so it's also about trusting the universe, right? Trusting yourself and trusting the process. Sometimes we need to surrender and let go and allow things to happen for us. So once you're putting out your manifestations, once you're putting out there exactly what it is that you want in a clear and concise way, it's important to, follow the intuitive hits and trust that things are going to work out for you in the right timing, and have faith in yourself and your abilities to connect with your intuition, to take those intuitive steps and those intuitive jumps that we mentioned a little bit earlier. We've also got ancestral heritage here. Now, our ancestors passed down a lot of things to us, some positive, some not so much, right? So this is a good time to really do some ancestral work as well, to discover what limiting beliefs and what patterns have your ancestors passed down to you that are blocking you in your life now, but also connecting to the positive stuff as well, because that's also really, really important. You know, what magic did they pass down to you? And this is going to, you know, be connected to your gifts, your knowledge, and all of those things, right? So really doing some ancestral work is going to be really, really helpful. So soul alignment has also come up as well. So this is, you know, really aligning your soul to your purpose, your passion, your mission, and your soul gifts. And when we align our soul with all of those things, life becomes easy, right? Because we're doing things that we're passionate about. We're fulfilling our job, you know, that we came here to do. So some soul alignment is going to be really, really powerful, but also, you know, aligning you to your heart's desires as well, your soul's desires, is also going to be powerful, but also calling back all the soul fragments that perhaps you have left behind across lifetimes and timelines that are making you feel incomplete, right? And desirability and self-worth have come up. So in some way you're feeling undesirable. I'm not sure if that's a word, but you're not feeling that you deserve everything that you want. Your self-worth is perhaps a little bit low. Now that could be to do with some of the ancestral things, patterns, and things that have been holding you back, but also because you have scattered pieces of your soul across lifetimes and timelines. So definitely worth looking at soul alignment to help you to bring everything back into balance, which we talked about a little bit earlier, and bring you back into feeling and being whole. Okay, so there is a little bit of work to do this week. And as you do that, you're really going to start to blossom, right? And you're going to feel that your soul is expanding, that your life is expanding, that opportunities are expanding. And that with it brings abundance, right? In all its many forms. So if you'd like to know more about any of the topics that I spoke to today, then do feel free to message me or comment. There is a full moon ritual for Cancer tonight on my blog. You can also find other videos that may help you on here, including a soul fragment activation to call back all parts and pieces of yourself. And if you love tarot, then do go and check out my Tarot and the Moon journal, which is available on Amazon or in my shop. And this walks you through all the different moons for the year ahead, full moon and new moon, with rituals, journaling prompts, and so much more. So you can find this on Amazon, or you can find a printable and digital version in my shop. Have an amazing week, and I'd love to know how this reading resonates with you and what you're going to be doing to really help you to release the things that are holding you back, so that you have more power, more momentum, more happiness, more joy, ease, and abundance in this lifetime. Until next time, ciao for now.